Hey, so here's Bullet again. So a little more about the prong collar, leash, using leash guidance, leash communication, and just getting some lightness with your dog on leash. So I just switched him to the prong collar yesterday, and we were just using a really simple slip lead before that, because how I was using the leash with him was basically just to support him, just to let him follow, sniff around, explore with his nose, check things out, get comfortable, but support him so that he couldn't practice flight, going into flight mode, which is what he did. So that was all I just had him kind of on a loose tether like this, just to give him support. So when we went places and did things and were around people and scary things, the leash was just there to support him so he couldn't run off and flee, go into flight. So, and it helped him out a lot, that support. And when he was get a little bit more nervous, I'd bring him in a little closer and, have a little less free roaming back and around, less movement, so less fear and flight. But that was, basically all I was using the leash for. And he walked pretty nicely, didn't really pull, stayed with me, but it was sort of an umbilical cord support system for him. So why I switched to the prong is because it can give me a little more refinement in my communication with him, because I want to start to teach him more of a heel position, a little bit closer. And we're doing a lot of stop and sits and some down. Some down with leash pressure. So I'm using the leash and prong with a little bit more refinement, direction. So it's not so much of a blunt instrument that the slip lead or a different kind of collar would be. It gives me more like a much lighter, precise communication with him. Good, let's go. To get him more into a heel position, and give him more guidance. So I just want to talk about that because I can be a lot, the prong can be the most gentle, and should be the most gentle things you can have on your dog to communicate really well with them, whisper to them. And yeah, it's a good boy. So let's go. So pretty much the prong collar is never engaged when we're walking. There's always a little slack in the leash. So it's only engaged on these little quick movements to give him information. And so it's like a whisper. I can whisper to him to help him get into the correct position. So, it's just getting a little more refinedness and giving him a little more direction, improving our communication, and that's it. And that's why Bullet's doing really well, and he's going to go home in a couple days. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about the prong collar and why I decided to start using that with him, even though he was on the slip lead and everything, and he wasn't a puller, and he's walking real, he just walks real nice anyway. So why would you need a prong collar? Why would you want to use that? And it's because it's not just for heavy duty pulling dogs. It can be used for just a really nice, light, gentle, refined conversation with your dog. So I hope that is helpful. And if you have any questions on prong collars, how to use them, how they work, how to introduce them to your dog, how to size them and fit them, or any training tool really, just let me know. All right, have a great weekend.